What's up, Team Ara.b? Welcome to another episode of The Real Talk with your girl. So on today's episode, I'm answering a question that a friend asked me about how I went about my whole traditional wedding in the absence of my husband, and she's planning on getting into a distance marriage. She's asking if I have any tips for her as she enters into her distance relationship or distance marriage. And girl, I have a lot to say, but just gonna keep it short for you. Hey there, my name is Ara.b and this is The Real Talk. Let's get real. Oh my god. For my traditional wedding, my husband couldn't make it, and he had a good reason for not being able to come around. Maybe that's for another episode. And if you're planning on doing that, girl, don't. It's as lonely as hell. Yes, the whole ceremony was amazing. My family, his family, my friends who came around, his friends who came around. Yes, thanks to video call or internet, he was able to see the whole thing and be there. But when it was all said and done and I got to my hotel room, I was sharing a room with my best friend, my makeup artist, my shout out to Mrs. Frimpong. I love you, girl. I was sharing a room with her, and I couldn't stay in the room alone because Charlie, I was all alone, and it felt as lonely as hell. You know, like it's your wedding night. Charlie, things are supposed to happen at your wedding night. I don't know what things, that's what I hear, but things. Guess what? Nothing is gonna happen. And even for that day, our conversation didn't go well. Like the whole thing was done and we had to talk and we had some misunderstanding here and there, and I ended up crying throughout the night on my first night of marriage. So if you are planning on doing that, if you don't have the heart, please don't. Like, put in as much as possible for your partner, for both of you to be around for a special day like your wedding. However, whichever wedding you two choose, it's like both of you be there. Because if you stand on the altar alone, if you stand in front of your family alone, if you sit alone on that day, it's gonna haunt you for the rest of your life. It still does. Even though you've gotten a lot of opportunity to merge, to share vows together and everything, it still hurts as hell. My second tip on this whole distance marriage is, I don't know how, but please make sure that your partner has documents to at least come in and out of the country. I feel one way you can make sure of this is by letting him come for the ceremony. I think so. But see, distance relationship is already as lonely as no man's business. So you can't afford that your husband can be coming in and out of the country because of documentation issues. It's a no-no. For me, my husband comes home at least once, but mostly twice a year. I see him 2 times every year. He has to come, and when he comes, he has to spend a month or 2 or 3, maximum 3 months. He has to stay. You can't afford that he can't come home. Like, it's distance relationship. He has to come home at a point for you guys to bond, to talk, to stay together like couples really do. So Charlie, I don't know how you're going to make sure of this, but this is like my stress point. Make sure your partner has documents enough to be coming in and out. I'm not talking about documentation that he's coming to pick you from Ghana to wherever he is, because that process is a long one. So that one is going to take a while. But I'm talking about he being able to come home when the need be. It's not, I can't come home, my document, then you've gotten married, he couldn't come. Then 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line, he still can't come home because of documentation. My sister, you are not married. So please, before you get into this relationship, this distance relationship, in which I think for the youth I'm now the vice president, please make sure your partner has documents to be able to come in and out of the country when the need be. Okay. My third point is trust and communication. See, I think these two are just the basis for almost all relationship, every relationship, communication and trust. But when it comes to distance relationship, it is multiplied. Because this is the case, you spend most of your time just talking. I always say, if your love language is hold me, touch me, kiss me, let's have fun. Breaking news, distance relationship ain't for you. Because darling, you just have to talk about it, talk about everything. My husband and I, we talk about work, we talk about funny things on social media, we talk about our dreams, our aspirations, we talk about everything. You have to talk, because that's the only option. If you don't talk, what would you do? So talk. And you have to trust each other. You have a partner who is in another country, you are also here. Both of you just need to trust each other, that you are choosing each other daily. You just have to, it is as basic as communicate and trust. Thank God for internet. Video call, you can be on video call throughout the day. You can talk, and then you can see the person can see you, My bonus point is time no day. Hey, this is something my pastor told me. He's equally in a distance marriage. Anytime my husband comes around and I say, Papa, please, my husband is in. He said, Ara.b, time no day. Give the phone to your husband. Mr. Queen, welcome home. Time no day. Basically, all that my pastor is trying to say is have fun. The maximum fun. See, some couples stay together so they can afford not to have fun daily. They can afford, because Charlie, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and he's there. You're going to wake up tomorrow and he's gone. So please, time no day. Anytime your partner gets the opportunity to come, time no day. I can't say, see, my sisters will be watching these videos. My daughters will grow up and come and watch this video. I can't say much. Feeling what I'm feeling? You get it? If you don't get it, forget about it. Time no day. So Phyllis, this is it. I hope it makes so much sense to you, and you'll be able to apply this. And if you have any more questions, please leave the comment in this comment section. A lot of you watch my videos, then because you're friends and families and colleagues, you just come into my DM on WhatsApp to give me your comments. Please leave the comment in this comment section under the video. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Real Talk with Ara.b. I really appreciate the love, the support, and I almost forgot. Happy Father's Day! I'll do a new intro and put Father's Day in it. It's very, 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 very important. Happy Father's Day, fathers, and I love you. So kindly share, comment, like this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? I get real with you on every episode. What else do you want? Oh, okay, I know you want more. The more will come. The more will definitely come. Until my next episode, I'm just being real. Hey, peace out.